This episode is brought to you by Huel. Let me tell you, mate, just had a baby.
Yeah.
Back to work. Eating is really tough.
It takes time, doesn't it?
It takes a lot of time. Trying to meal prep, it's just not the one. So these bottles, chuck in the bag, say goodbye to the baby, get out the house, and drink this on the way. It's an absolute dream.
But they don't just do bottles. They also do the Huel Black Edition powder, which we've got right here.
Unreal.
Yeah.
It's a complete meal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So no more feeling hungry. Have this, and you're ready to go for the day. It's less than $3 per meal. It's packed with 40 grams of plant-based protein, and it's got 27 essential vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, and it's also gluten-free. No added sugars.
Wow.
And tastes great with flavours like this, chocolate. Together, Huel makes healthy eating simple. Try both today with 15% off your first purchase for new customers with my exclusive code BALLTALK. That's BALLTALK. Visit huel.com/BALLTALK.
Use our code and fill out the post-checkout survey to help support the show. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Ball Talk. My name is Noah, and as always, I'm here with Crystal Palace legend Lewis Bryon. You love that intro, don't you?
I know it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah. And we are joined today by Ball Knowledge King, Nicksontalks.
Don't give me that intro.
I've been telling him already.
Right before the games. No.
I've been telling him.
People are fed up of our lack of ball knowledge in terms of players and clubs.
Yeah, we had to bring someone on who knows some stuff. Yeah, this is one of our insight episodes where we find out everything about the footballing world. Today we're talking about football fans. We're going to get into that, but we need to warm up some games.
Cool, let's run it.
Lewis, what would you rate your ball knowledge?
Well, it depends what you're talking. If you're talking about the game.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
See, you know what? This is one thing about people that actually play football.
Yeah.
I feel like they know a lot about the game, but they don't follow it.
I could talk to you all day about tactics and like the actual during the game.
Yeah.
But if you're to ask me like who plays for this club or who's this player, I'm not very good.
See, I think if I asked you like Napoli's left back from 2011, you'd know.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay.
Don't do this. Set me up for failure.
Let's see. Right, we're going to start with quick fire.
Right.
Lewis, after 3, you're going to say a country.
Okay.
Nickson, after 3, you're going to say a Prem team.
At the same time, right?
At the same time.
Cool.
You then have to say a player from that country who has played for that Prem team. Don't have to currently be playing. This is the easy warm-up.
Okay.
Cool. All right?
We're doing this.
We'll do first to 3.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
So after, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, you say it. Okay?
Right, cool.
Yeah.
You sure, Lewis? You're nervous. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Brazil. Richarlison.
Oh, 1-0 Lewis.
Come on.
Okay.
I just wanted one, man. That's fine.
You've got one. You're good.
All right.
Right, next one. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Argentina.
Amy Martinez.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, that is good. I was struggling there.
There isn't many. There isn't many
not
for
many.
Argentina. I actually did a little quiz on this. There isn't many. It's like 3, I think.
I rehearsed.
No.
When you were saying 3 to 1, I was thinking what country I'm going to say. And then I tried to think of all the players that played for that country in like a second.
Right, 1-1.
Wait,
Ready?
right, okay,
cool.
go.
Cool.
3, 2, 1.
France. What's his
Turkey.
name?
No.
Mendy.
You got it.
That's what I was thinking of when I said Sissoko.
2-1 Lewis.
Cool.
3, 2, 1.
Spain.
Sorry. But
Torres. We'll let you off on that one.
Go.
You got a team? You got a team?
Yeah. Let's go.
Your country, so yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Chelsea.
Denmark. Christensen.
Mate,
Yeah, he did.
Oh man.
Bro, you're never like this.
By the way, he set me up and he's doing me in.
We played these games before. He's terrible as well.
I know players I know. It's easy.
Yeah, I think you'll struggle on the next one.
Okay. Great.
So Lewis has won that game.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
Fair play.
He's home ground, home advantage.
I'm used to this.
Okay, footballer initials. You know how this goes. You both say a letter.
Yeah, this one I'm not good at.
It can go either way.
So it can be first name.
If you say
second
T
name.
and M, it can be TM or MT.
Okay.
You can choose.
Cool.
Okay?
It's going to throw me off more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's harder. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
P. Say B or P.
BP.
B. Pablo. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh, PB.
Phil Bagielka.
Oh,
Oh, that was PP. Shit.
yeah, I was thinking Paul Pogba. That's not that. P and B.
Is there anyone?
Paul Brunson. Who's that? He's not a footballer, is he?
You've made that up.
No, he's definitely a celebrity.
But he's an EastEnders actor.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
something like that. Paul Brunson.
Is there anyone? Let's just have a little. This is terrible listening for the viewers.
Yeah,
However, they might be shouting someone else right now.
They've got someone. 100% someone out there's got someone. PB.
I actually can't think of
I've
one.
got no one.
I don't even.
And you set me up as the knowledge guy.
No, I'm not. That's
There's
a tough one.
definitely
We'll
one.
look
There's
after that. Yeah,
definitely
there'll be one.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll go again.
All right.
I want to. Who's Paul? Oh, Paul Brunson is the.
He's
He's the guy on Celebs Go Dating who hosts it. He's got his own podcast.
Wait, that's -1.
Yeah.
That's -1.
Is that what I'm about?
Is that one?
Do you know what I'm about?
I do know you're on about.
He might play football.
You're an idiot. Right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
T.
TG.
G. Tiago.
Oh my god. Boys, what are we doing here? Gareth Taylor.
I was thinking like Gareth Thomas. There's got to be a footballer called Gareth Thomas.
T. G and T. Are we picking hard ones here?
don't
or are we
know.
just stupid?
Are we stupid?
Gareth.
I'm normally alright at this, and I'm struggling today.
Oh fuck! Well, that's 0-0. Or we
Yeah,
going
it is
for a
0-0.
while?
We've got to go again.
Wow,
You
we
got to
are
choose
bad.
an S or an R, lads.
three of us.
I've got to go
Struggling
easy.
here.
I'm trying to think of surnames now.
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
S.
SS.
Samuel. No.
Yeah. Oh. Lower leagues.
Oh,
No, not. Well, yeah,
I
lower
haven't
leagues.
got lower leagues. I've got no clue on lower leagues.
Sammy Schmoddix, 1-0 to Noah.
Okay. if we take like 10 seconds, you come in.
Yeah, okay, cool. 1-0 me. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
A.
Oh. Aaron Ramsey.
Wow, I hadn't even clocked that he said A yet. Wow.
I was thinking Ramsdale.
1-1-0. Oh, yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
M.
D.
MD.
D.
Oh, my
Memphis Depay.
Wow, that's a good answer as well. I reckon there's quite a few for that. And
Yeah, there probably
Yeah,
is.
D and M has
would I
got
have
to be.
allowed Matthias de Ligt? I might have allowed that. Yeah.
We got to give us it.
Oh, he's in my team.
Yeah.
He's in my team.
This is tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough.
What, last one?
It's 2-1-0, yeah?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
Ready?
Right,
3, 2, 1.
N.
TN.
N. T. Mate.
Bro.
What's Norgard's first? Not Christian. Christian Norgard.
Christian Norgard. You can have that.
T and N.
Bro, what are we fucking doing?
Timothy.
I don't know.
Are we a joke?
I was
Are we
thinking
cooked?
Thomas, or Nathaniel someone. Nathaniel Thomas.
T and N.
There's got to be a footballer called Nathaniel Thomas.
Gotta be.
I'm cooked. T and N.
No.
We might have to stop these games.
That one in particular.
Oh, I've won, though.
That one in particular.
Yeah,
You got one?
No, I mean, I won 2.
Oh, you
one.
did.
If you
Yeah.
put us as a clip, the comments are going to kill
Yeah,
us.
you're going to kill us.
No, but it's different. You get time. You can think.
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
relax.
yeah.
Under pressure.
Listen, I'm on
And
the
also-
spotlight quite literally.
Yeah.
People who get that, they probably give themselves like 2 minutes to think and then they edit that out.
Yeah, but also
We're raw.
they don't know how to play football.
Yeah, that's true.
See,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
the ballers, the top ballers that don't know football facts.
That
Which
side,
night
of the,
to stick
that
it-
side of the table is ballers. This side is.
We know to break a line and stick it top bins.
I'm actually very impressed because your ball knowledge is normally washed. So well played.
And you're very unimpressed on this side of the table.
No, right, let's get past the game because that was rough. Nickson, tell us a bit about what you do.
What do I do? All right, so yeah, like just content creating, interviewing fans, Vox Pops, a little bit of podcasting stuff, talking United, other teams, Big Six, Champions League, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just generally in the football content space. Technically a freelancer, so kind of like as and when opportunities come, I'd like to take them and try new things. So yeah, and it's kind of a role where like, I'm just kind of learning on the spot. I don't really know what the next step is or anything like that, but yeah, no, it's good. But I feel like I've got so much to do.
Have you done it for long?
So I actually started out writing. I was writing for Goal when I first started,
yeah.
and then I started doing a little bit of match reporting for Eurosport. But then I kind of decided writing. I like it, but it doesn't come naturally to me.
It's not the same, is it?
No, it's not the same. I'm just not as good as it as some people, as my colleagues at the time. They
Yeah,
were just what I could write in 45 minutes, they could get done up in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this isn't for me. So I went into the video side, social media side. Did that for about sort of a year and 2 years, sort of just at socials and admin. And then came along FootMob. So I've been doing FootMob for about a year and a half now. So that's been good.
What is FootMob for people that don't know?
So FootMob primarily is a football scores app. So like, and actually, funnily enough, I'm not just saying this. I went on my app store the other day.
Yeah.
I've had it downloaded since 2015.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can show you
come on.
afterwards.
Yeah,
I've actually
there
had
we
it for
go.
a very long time. So like, yeah, when I saw it, I was like, okay, this kind of fits. So yeah, primarily it's an app, and then they wanted to start doing their socials, so we started doing Vox Pops. We have graphic designers now who sort of like post about matches after games and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's been good.
I think that's what people might know you for.
Yeah.
And even if they don't know you, they would have seen you and not clocked it.
Yeah. The FootMob guy.
Exactly. Interviewing fans for FootMob.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah, it's good. It's there's good days and there's not so good days. When you first start out, it's weird, right? Because in no walk of life have I ever stood on a street and just gone up to people and just been like, "Hi, would you like to da-da-da?" So it's very new. The first game I went to was a Tottenham game. It was on a Tuesday night. Kickoff was at 8 p.m. It was February. It's already dark.
Yeah.
It's cold. It was not a good experience. And the thing is with Tottenham as well, there isn't a place to stand where you go, right, this is the spot. There's a lot of football.
No, there's not.
Is it the new stadium you're at? Yeah.
Yeah, the new stadium.
Yeah, you're right.
So it wasn't really easy, but yeah, no, it's good. Like you get more used to it. You get used to people saying no. You get a lot of rejections. But as time has gone on, you also get people that come up to you and say, hey, Or you know what some people do, right? They won't come up to you and ask, but they'll linger.
They hang around.
They see you've done like three interviews already, and they're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah. Which is fine because I also understand like some people might not want to go up to someone and ask, but they still want to be a part of it. So I've got no problems with it. If I notice it, I'll always go up to them, ask them like, hey, do you want to take part? So yeah, no, it's good. There's, like I said, there's some good days, some bad days. If it rains, it's a long day. It's a long day, so it's heavily dependent on the weather. So I've had it good so far, August, September. As you go to November, December, it does get rough. Yeah, it does get
I always think with Vox Pops, I do a lot of them as well. The first half an hour is always shit.
Yeah, because I've actually done a couple.
Yeah, you used to do them as well. I'm not a nervous person, but it always feels like I just don't want to ruin their day. I don't want to interrupt their day. And then once you get a couple of people saying yes and then people coming over, it's like, right, we're in the swing of it now.
Get warmed up.
But it is a tough thing to do,
it can be rough at times. I've gotten a lot more used to it now, though.
Yeah.
Like it comes more naturally now, and I feel like sometimes, like if you have the tripod there, and I just know, like, right, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. Then it's all right. Like, I don't mind it. Yeah. But like, there are some like sometimes where it's just like, it's a little bit hard to like get up for it, get ready for it mentally to like go and just talk to random people. But over time, it's gotten easier for sure.
Yeah.
Have you 100%. Like, what's the worst? Have you had any nightmare interviews where people, I don't know, they come in, they're smashed, or they come in and they just talk loads of shit?
Or aggressive football fans.
So,
or any really good ones, I suppose.
All right, so
like Rocket comes up and you're like, right, I'm in it.
So Premier League ones are generally quite consistent, right? Because I go there before the game. They're going to the game. Normally, it's like, it's no later than like the latest I'd be filming is like 4 p.m. because all games, the latest kickoff is 5:30, right? So by 4 p.m, no one is that crazy, no one is that smashed, or if it's a Sunday, people have work the next day, so it's fine. And they're all going to the game. So for the most part, it's fine. The best experience I had was actually the Euros by far. The Euros in Germany, the Turkish fans were unbelievable. Like, they were so up for it. They all wanted to go. There? For 1 week.
I was there as well.
I was there for just the Turkey. Did you go to Turkey?
No, I was the finals week.
Oh, fair. I was right at the start.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went into Turkey versus Georgia, and they were unbelievable. And it was annoying because it started pouring it down, which cut our filming time down. But yeah, Euros was really good. I feel like international football in general was really good.
Yeah.
Having said that, though, worst experience. I went to a fan zone after England versus Switzerland.
After
penalties, after.
Wow.
I bet people smashed.
I remember watching that game actually.
Were you smashed?
No, I was. So I was a Johnny Fisher fight night.
Oh yeah.
At a Copper Box.
Yeah.
That's obviously later on in the evening.
So
I went to they were showing it in the arena,
Jesus
the England
Christ.
game. So it was a good day.
That's a good atmosphere. It's a good atmosphere. It's the warm up.
Why was that your worst experience?
It was just everyone was like leery and just like really loud, and like as you're trying to interview other people like jumping in the camera, and then this one group of boys, like one of the lads. So with the mic, the way it is, so it's on a stick, right? But there's a little mic that goes into it, with the cover on it.
And that's what people don't realise.
Yeah. So he's just grabbed the mic and he's taken the actual mic itself with it, and he's just a Larry walking off and thrown it.
No.
And yeah, it was a situation. It was a situation which I'd rather have not happened. But like, you get like, for the most part though, it's sound. For the most part, it's sound. And like, I feel like at Premier League games, especially, people are more used to seeing it now, so it's not as alien to them.
I think it's become such a big thing. There was a clip the other day that I wanted to touch on. I saw it on Josh's, Josh WHU, if people don't know. There was like 8 of you outside the Emirates lined up with tripods and mics. That's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because AFTV have been doing it for so long, but their thing was kind of different. It was post-match, and it was all about just Arsenal. Now it's like, you go there just to get content. Like, I go to Arsenal, I'm not even doing anything about Arsenal. I'm doing stuff about just general content. I just want to talk to fans. But it is, the thing is, so with Arsenal, it's actually it's different because they have a front bit there.
There's a section where everyone goes, isn't it?
Exactly.
By the armory,
right by the armory, right by the roundabout. It's all closed off, so you can set up your camera there with the tripod, and everyone is, like you said, everyone is there doing it. But it's kind of, I don't mind it. Like, it's kind of good, but like I understand that some people don't love it. Some fans don't love it.
But then just avoid it.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
Yeah. But in terms of like how it affects me, is actually a little bit easier actually.
Yeah,
because everyone's kind of like, they can see it, they know what's going about. If they don't want to be asked, they won't come near you.
And you're not just there on your own, like.
Yeah. So actually,
but do you like, if you're at the front and you get someone, do you then just like pass them down the line because you know they want to be filmed?
Well, the thing is,
someone's like wants to be on camera so bad.
Yeah.
Just go through a wait.
There are some people that do that though. Generally, there are some that go to like all of them if they can.
I bet.
So people want to get on camera, they want to say what they have to say. So fair enough. But yeah, no, like you do get some that like. Not pass down, that sounds a bit mad, but like, because when it's in a line, it's fine. But when they're in front of you and you've seen maybe them do an interview, you might think, oh, they might be a bit more up for it. So, but it's also one of those where I'm not going to ever go chase someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're near me, I'll ask them. But it's a bit weird if they're like walking off.
Of course.
Hey, mate, do you want to come do
But do you do the thing that I do when you're doing Vox Pops? Because again, at the start, it's a bit like, I don't want to go and ask these people. So if I see another content creator, I'll do yours if you do mine. Of course, you have to.
There's nothing wrong with it as well, because like, if they're in the content space and they know what it's about, they're good on camera. That makes for good content.
I was going to say, sometimes and this isn't a slander to anyone because people are good at different things. Sometimes people, as soon as they get on that camera, my God, it's like a kid, like you talk to a kid.
And then the mic's over here as well.
Exactly.
They're not talking, you can't hear them.
It's
funny, isn't it?
And the one, sometimes, because obviously, like the way we film is like vertical, and I try to get it sort of as close as I can for the best quality like camera, so I don't have to pinch in the edit, right? But sometimes what you get is like they start stepping away.
Yes.
It's like, and they step away.
They back off like out of the camera frame, don't they? Yeah.
And I have to like step with them. Following. So yeah, it's got its little bits like that. Yeah, for sure.
Right. I think we've all been on Twitter. We've all been on TikTok. Our comments, I think, are full of people who maybe are probably a bit younger. / don't really know what they're talking about. / they just have every Arsenal player shit.
Or they just comment for no reason, not even believing what they write.
Exactly. Yeah. I think the general consensus is that people who talk about football in comments don't really know what they're talking about.
On TikTok, on YouTube,
TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's rough as well. I did a video the other day. I couldn't believe it happened. It was Haaland's goal against you.
Right. Which one?
He was in his own half. He was clear though. Yeah. He was in his own half. That's the key. Yeah. I did a video with that behind me saying, PGMOL are a disgrace. He's miles offside. They're favouring City. 290,000 views later.
No way.
5,000 comments of people going, you fucking idiot. You should never. You're a grown man. Get a job. You don't know what you're talking about. He's in his own half, you clown. I was in shock. Yeah. And about 10 comments going, boys, he's got you. Yeah. He's got you here. Yeah. So we know that sometimes they might not have the highest knowledge of ball.
Yeah.
Are they the same people that are going to matches? You're not slandering people who've been in your videos before.
Yeah, like, do you interview them and ask them a question like, who's the best goalkeeper out of these teams or whatever?
Yeah.
And then they say, they say like a striker.
Yeah.
And you're just like, do you go, okay, good.
No, there's a few where you go like Fulham especially, you get a lot of tourists. I don't like Fulham is quite a touristy club.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are American and don't really know like what to say. But you get howlers. You get howlers a lot of the time. But it's like, as the interviewer, I'm just kind of like, stay neutral for the most part. I might have a laugh and be like, have you really said that?
Yeah.
But for the sake of content, I just roll with it because I know, right, like in the comments, people will say, why'd you say this? Why'd you say that player? So, yeah, you get a mixed bag. You get some people who actually know what they're talking about. You get a lot of people. But it's the thing as well, like, because football is what it is, knowledge and opinions are so like what are they? Like for the most part, like you can have good and bad opinions, of course, but like just because I think one thing I disagree with doesn't necessarily. So I don't mind it. Like you give your take, and people in the comments will either roast you or agree with you. But it is a lot of roasting. Yeah.
When you're doing videos though, whether they're very knowledgeable or not, they both bang. Do you know what I mean? The video, if they say howlers, it bangs. If they're great football knowledge, people go fair play.
Yeah, so it's good either way.
Yeah. It's just my thing is like when people, opinions are opinions, you can think Foden's better than Saka. But it's when people say Saka's a terrible footballer.
No, of course.
That's the comments that we see a lot, isn't it? I'm a bit like, come on, man.
But you get people who will comment for the sake of because they don't care, right? They don't work in this space, or it's not going to have any repercussions for them. So they'll just say something for the sake of saying it because they want to be outlandish.
Yeah.
Probably want to get a bit of attention in the comments as well. So you do get people who just say things for the sake of saying it. You do get a lot,
which is good for clips.
Yeah,
again,
it's
always
good for
about
engagement
clips
as well. It's
exactly.
good for engagement.
When you're at these games, is there some that you might avoid / get a bit hairy, like a Chelsea West Ham? You're a bit like, I'm not interviewing people outside that.
You know what? The Premier League, like for the most part, anyway, it's
a bit tame, innit?
It's very tame.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get that Larry, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I know people are going to say, no, we want Larry. It's good.
No,
you
it's
don't want
good.
anyone beating each other
The thing
up.
is, like Larry, when you're chanting against each other and having a lot, that's fine, isn't it? But obviously, as long as it doesn't get any, nothing gets kicking. The worst, not worst experience, but the one time I did it, experience a little bit of that. A bit of hostility, even towards me as being there filming, not even to each other, was actually, so I went up for the Manchester derby at City. And the thing is, I don't go north, so we tried it once, didn't really work out because it was 3 hours there, filmed there for 2 hours, 3 hours back. It was just too much in a day. So we now have someone who does the North games, I do London games, which makes sense. But yeah, that was the one time where I did feel a little bit of hostility.
Really? Towards you?
Yeah, I don't really know.
It's weird, that, isn't it?
But also, again, it's important to say that it's not everyone.
No, of course.
A lot of people took part. A lot of people were happy to be on camera and speak.
When there's 70,000 fans there's 5.
There's going to be some idiots. Yeah, there's always going to be some idiots.
Do you ever watch the games, or do you just literally outside go there and come back?
Most of the time, come back because media accreditation for Premier League games is impossible. It's impossible, and it's not even the clubs. The clubs are quite okay to connect with and contact regarding games, but the Premier League are very, very difficult. So unless I'm buying a ticket myself, going out of my way to buy a ticket, then for the most part now it's wrap up filming, half an hour, 45 minutes before kickoff, and head home. So it's quite in and out.
What's your favourite stadium
to film at?
Yeah. Well, no, just not necessarily to film at. Just what do you think the best stadium is?
Well, I'm biased. I'll say United. I've done actually when I go to United games. I'll always make a work trip out of it as well, and I always go get content. So I'm biased. I know I'm biased.
Old Trafford's falling down, mate.
It's still got on.
Have you been inside Tottenham Stadium?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Their media bit is lovely, man.
No, it is. I haven't been to the media bit.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah,
they ran out of food at the NFL game at half time. I was a bit disappointed about.
Oh, that's poor, lads.
Isn't it?
What are we doing?
They don't need the media bit, don't worry.
All right, come on, media.
But when you walk in, though, Tottenham Stadium, it is insane. And the food bit, the beer bit, it's nuts. But as a United fan, I'll say Old Trafford.
What's the best one to film at?
Arsenal.
Is it Arsenal?
It's easily Arsenal.
Yeah,
because it's just, you've got that setup there. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Even, so I go to Fulham every now and then, and I always have the same spot I always go to. I know exactly where I'm going to go stand, set up my tripod there, all cool. First week, was it first? I think it was the first weekend of the Premier League. I went to that exact same spot I've always gone to, and Fulham officials said you can't film here for the first time ever. So that was a bit weird.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. And as well,
not want you filming
the Fulham Stadium.
Weird,
it's a stadium it's brick wall, and then it's just the street.
Yeah.
Like Arsenal, you've got that bit in front of the Armoury where we know we can't go in that bit. There's barriers there. We know we don't go past that. So that's fine. But yeah, I'm just on the street. So yeah, a little bit weird. But Arsenal is just it's just easy. I know where I'm going. The fans
Wembley?
are always up to it.
Have you done Wembley before?
I've done Wembley a lot.
Because it's all one.
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah. But so bottom of the stairs to the side.
Yeah, that's the only thing. So it does get very busy at Wembley filming. So you need to get there well ahead of time to make, because once you get that last 45 hour to kick off, the rush, it gets a bit hectic. It does, and it's loud. Like the mic picks up a lot of the noise, and then in the edit, trying to get rid of that audio in the background, it's a long day. But Wembley can be good for fans. They are up for it as well.
So Arsenal's a good place to film.
Yes.
Are Arsenal fans as annoying as they seem online? You can be honest.
You get some. It's a mixed bag. You definitely get some. They're not too bad. They're not all right, they're a little bit bad.
I think it's hard to generalise from people that have just gone over to film.
Of course.
Because I feel like Arsenal fans online comments, etc. Yeah, you get a lot of that. Generally, though, I feel like when it comes to my type of content, if you want to talk about knowledge and who's the least deluded, etc., go outside of top 6.
Yes,
they're the best fans because they don't have a bias, they don't have any connections.
I reckon Palace fans are good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah. Palace.
right.
I don't think I've actually filmed that Palace, funnily enough,
Yeah,
which is quite annoying because when they were going to go Europa League, I was thinking that's a really good. And even Conference League is still a good opportunity.
There wouldn't be many
film.
great places to actually. Palace.
That's the problem. I have filmed inside Palace one time at the Beta Squad charity match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that was a good laugh. That was like good atmosphere until they raided the pitch afterwards, and that stops me from getting interviews, which was annoying. But like in terms of like unbiasedness, Fulham you get it a little bit because they don't like Chelsea.
Yeah.
But like Brentford is like. They don't have any bias.
They're just happy to be there.
They're just happy to be there.
Yeah, I like that.
And they're also, I feel like West London, right? So they're the nicest people.
Yeah.
Like they'll always be quite nice. But
that leads me on to, I've got a few questions.
Right.
You might have just answered it. Which team has the most likeable fans?
Ooh. That's quite tough. But the thing is, I'm quite alright with the Arsenal fans. They're actually quite alright for the most part. Like, you can talk about like deluded or etc. But in terms of but in terms of culturally, I feel like Arsenal like have a good like range of diversity of fans as well.
Massive.
You get some tourists as well, so it's a nice mix. But in terms of like nicest to talk to, nicest to approach, it's Brentford, Fulham. It's a lot of tourists. It's a lot of American people. Tottenham is decent as well, but Tottenham is, like I said, because it's a little bit hard to film, I don't go as much. But they're fine as well. And it's also North London, so you get a bit of the similarities between the Arsenal fans as well. But Arsenal fans are actually, they're decent, man. They're decent.
Which team has the most knowledgeable fans?
Oh, that's
I don't know what I'd say, you know.
That's tough.
Again, as soon as I think of fan bases, my head goes to all the deluded ones I know.
Yeah, I was just about to say, does knowledgeable mean the same as like not deluded? Because I think knowledgeable,
both,
like bias,
I think they're
break
different.
your knowledge, isn't it?
It does.
But I think I could still be knowledgeable and still be deluded on where we'd finished. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if I said like Gyökeres Haaland, if you were that biased, you'd go Gyökeres. That means you're not knowledgeable because you're so biased.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you get a bit of that. I don't know, but you know what? United fans in the past, like the ones I have interviewed, haven't been too far. You know what's funny with United? I feel like we've been bad for so long, right?
Yeah.
That it's like, we've got a bias, of course we do, but we also accept.
You can't be that biased.
Yeah, we can't be that biased.
Fair.
We've been bad for so long. So United aren't bad.
You can say United,
but Fulham isn't. They're not bad either. But again, it's such a mixed bag. It's such a mixed bag. You get some that are actually like really know what they're talking about at all games. But like I said, you want to stay outside the top 6 for the most part because they're just
interesting.
they're not going to be as biased and they'll just give you a fair assessment. Did get one guy at Fulham actually. You know what actually, and I'll give a shout out to so his Instagram is I think it's Winner Lib. I think he's only about 12
He's the
years
little
old.
Donny. I've met him. He's class.
I've met him.
He's class.
Yeah, he's class.
It's official.
Yeah. I really like him. He's a good lad.
So he came up to me and was like, I don't know if he came up to me or his dad did, but they were like, can we get an interview? And I was like, sound, why not? And I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
Started asking him questions. He's dropping knowledge on me.
He's
dropping,
really good at talking.
He's dropping good opinions on me, and I'm like, hold on, who's this kid?
Shout out him.
And he was like, can I follow you on Instagram? And I was like, sure. Let me get your Instagram. And he was like,
But he's got like 200k.
I got 400k. And I was like, all right, fair play. So you get a mixed bag. But he was a good lad.
And which team has the most deluded fans? You have to say an answer.
Arsenal. Yeah.
Come on.
Definitely not Arsenal.
No, it's Arsenal.
I think it is Arsenal.
It is Arsenal.
I really do.
No, it's not, man. How not the most deluded?
Who would you say is that?
Oh, you can't. You're thinking about me, you and Ken.
No, I'm not.
On a general basis.
I think Chelsea are up there.
Yeah, Chelsea, when they say things like we get the most stick, fuck off.
Chelsea are up there. I used to think Liverpool, but they're actually just really good now.
It could have been. You know what? Nah, Liverpool sometimes do have outrageous shouts as well. Like the whole Salah thing with like saying like Salah's clear up Henry and Ronaldo. I'm like,
and they just think they're the best thing since.
But their fans are on Twitter. As soon as like Arsenal Football Club do a post, the first answer is a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Oh, this is quick.
Yeah, they're quick.
Shut up, bruv. Get alive.
They're quick. Arsenal are up there though. They are. But I feel like,
you know, AFTV. Like I'm not.
Yeah, but we're almost we deluded in the negative way though. It's like this isn't good enough, that isn't good enough. Where I think deluded is stronger when it's the other way. Like we don't go and say right, we're the best team in the league. we're going to go win it. Like
They do.
Who says
We
that?
don't. Oh, mate.
What, that we're gonna
you're
go
not
win
on Twitter, are you?
Who says? I don't have Twitter.
There you go.
No. On a general basis, Twitter, and I've kind of learned this.
Yeah.
I'm not really on it anymore because of that reason.
Yeah.
But you get the wildest takes, the most biased takes, and it's always from like profiles that don't have a face, no name,
Always.
don't know who they are,
Or have like Victor Moses as their picture.
yeah.
Lynch, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Twitter
his kid's a good player as well.
I think it would be Arsenal fans. I think you're in denial. You're being deluded right now.
I'm probably not knowledgeable enough to know this because I'm not on. Like I said, I'm not on Twitter. I don't stay too up to date.
But also,
daily.
it's even like people are saying Arteta out after the City game.
Yeah,
after we drew to Man City.
Yeah.
That's the.
Is that the deluded we're talking about?
Yeah, that's delusion.
That is delusion.
I had this debate with a few mates actually as well. Are Arsenal Football Club or Arsenal, a lot of their fans, can they be cringe at times? We had a whole long debate with some friends.
So I think this is really interesting because I think a lot of that comes from like the hype up videos they do.
Yes.
I don't see anything wrong with it. And I'm going to do the classic thing that us Arsenal fans do, so this might be cringe. When another team does it, no one says anything. Like, of course, we're going to do a little hype up video for Arsenal Man City. Of course.
Yeah.
They just every team does that now.
Yeah, this is my.
You know,
I don't think you call us cringe off the back of that.
I think the fans, 100%.
I think Arteta can be very cringe.
I think some of the things he says, yes, I agree.
Some of the things he does as well,
saying it as if
the
he's
heart
gonna...
and the brain holding hands,
Yeah.
the light bulb.
I do get
Let's
that.
rob my players' phones and teach them a lesson.
Right. I do get that, but after talking to you and you saying how dumb some footballers are, the light bulb thing is probably
have I
like
said
you said some of them like they're idiots.
No, yeah, but that's not like from experience. That's just like.
But also some of them are like 19.
Yeah.
So it is cringe. It is cringe. I do get that, but I don't think the videos beforehand are cringe. I don't think our signing. I think our signing videos are fucking class. Like Eze one, everyone's like, that's cringe.
If everyone has to do that now, we can't really call it cringe because they all have to do it.
Yeah.
The only thing about the Eze one, which like a lot of people, it was like because the whole "Let It All Work Out" song, that's been around for a long time, but it's got popular on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's kind of that. But I think the Eze one's fair enough because his story is unreal. So it's like you can make an emotional story out of that or emotional-ish story out of that because his story is actually unreal. It's just sometimes when I see like the slow-mo videos of like the Arsenal players leaving the plane and stuff like that a little bit. But again,
they're aura farming.
Aura farming. That's the one.
They did slow-mo Martinelli celebrating at the weekend and said never give up. And I was like, we did draw.
We did draw.
Yeah, so I do get that.
Yeah, but we got a last-minute winner.
Yeah.
And
That's what that is.
Culturally, it comes down from Arteta a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
what he's trying to build.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also a believer of forget everyone else. It's us against the world.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, and if it works for you, then it works for you. Then who am I to judge? You're fighting for the title again. So fair play. But it is. And I had an argument with my mate about this, but like those social media posts, I'm not saying Arteta's seen those and gone, yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Put like an emotional instrumental piano song behind that.
Yeah.
But my point is that it leaks down because he set the culture, and it kind of goes down even to socials, even to the admins.
I think the least cringe is the social media team. I think Arteta and the fans are much more cringe because I think I'm a fan of like cinema and video though. So all the edits with I think they're quite cool.
I agree.
But I do the light bulb and the heart. Yeah, they're a bit cringe. I do get that. I do get that. Right, we talk a lot about fans.
Yeah.
Footballers.
Yes.
The other day you interviewed Dom Solanke.
It was cool.
Class.
It was cool.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
What is it actually like talking to footballers?
I mean, it's hard because I don't feel like I have it like super wide range. But Dominic Solanke in particular was super cool.
Yeah,
he was super cool. Like he was very professional. He turned up, I think on time. He was on time. He was ready. He had his boots ready to go. And yeah, like it was sound. So we done like a first like 10 minutes, and he kind of came up, said hi to me, said hi to my cameraman. I said, look, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z. We're gonna do this question, and he actually like gave proper answers about everything, thought about them, was sort of not, it wasn't like, oh, I'm obligated to be here and I just want to give a quick answer and get out of here. And what was nice as well, so we done a first round of questions, and then he went off to film like a long form video, and then the person who was running it basically came up to me and said, look, like you might have a little bit more time afterwards as well, so if you want to get another question in.
That's class.
Was this at the training ground?
It was so where we actually ended up filming was Barnet's training ground.
Okay, yeah.
So they wanted to get Tottenham's training ground, but naturally it's so hard to get it. So yeah, it actually changed on the last day where we were filming as well. But yeah, it was at Barnet's training ground.
The Astro
The Astro.
The Astro, yeah.
The Astro, yeah. Because then they also filmed, like I said, like a long form video, which was all football based, so it had to be on a pitch. And yeah, like I said, yeah, it was class. Like, so I was scrambling, trying to get another question ready. Yeah. And then he came, and I think he was at first he was a bit confused. Like, hold on, didn't I do this interview already? But as soon as he found out, like, yeah, we're just going to do another one, he was sound. Like,
I think he classed it. He came back because I think you've said before, it's not something that all footballers like doing the media stuff.
It's because like sometimes they can get a bad rep on these videos because it's after like a double session of training and then they've had lunch, done another session, and then it's like 3 p.m. they're tired, and then they get called by the media guy saying you've got to go film with whoever. So sometimes they could just be tired and they're just not up for it, or they could just be a dick.
Yeah, they might just be a dick.
But a lot of them are up for it now.
Did you used to do stuff like that?
We'd have stuff. Do you remember like Joe UK, Joe.co?
Yeah.
People like that. Where we done like a skill school dance off and shit like that. We'd do that, but I was doing this I'd done that when I was like 17, 18. So you're a lot more open and happy to do shit like that.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Whereas if you're like 28, 30, you might not be as up for it.
Do you think footballers prefer doing like the content creator thing, or they prefer talking to like Sky Sports? Because the content creator thing might be a crossbar challenge. I saw we did a video with E-Man as well.
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
So it depends on the person, but in general, I think they'd enjoy doing the content creator stuff more, like the crossbar or interviews outside, whatever. But they know Sky Sports has the credibility and it's probably going to get seen. Yeah. Well, it might not be getting seen more, to be fair, but it has like it's Sky Sports.
Is that important for them?
It's not. It's just like, right, I'm on Sky Sports. This is the top of like football media, if you know what I mean. That's how it's viewed. So it's going to be looked at by everyone within football.
And are they very aware in that moment, right? This is my brand. I've got to go on camera and like it's got to be a good presentation of myself because that reflects me as a player. They're very aware of that.
Most people are very aware of that, but a lot of people nowadays as well are just going to be themselves.
Cole Palmer is.
Yeah, but they'll just be
unapologetic.
Yeah. They'll still be told of stuff they're not allowed to say, especially if it's like post-match Sky Sports or these like.
Did you get any of that? Like, you can't ask Dom about this. You can't.
So.
Did you have to send your questions over?
Yeah. His team knew like the questions we were going to ask, and I made sure like, listen, I'm not gonna go there and ask him questions that's gonna get him in trouble. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna ask him questions about, I don't know, Thomas Frank, or I'm not gonna bid his teammates up against, like, for example, Tottenham were playing PSG that weekend, and I thought about, a Tottenham versus PSG player battle would be really cool, but that's just gonna make him, because you got all these unbelievable PSG players.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna
just
be like,
no Tottenham players in the team.
Yeah, exactly. And that doesn't look good on him, doesn't look good on his team, his manager. So I knew to stay away from stuff like that. Yeah, you just got to kind of know what questions to ask. But again, I'm still learning and I'm still trying to figure things out as I go along as well. Yeah. But no, like I said, like, he was class. And I also think with Dominic Solanke, he actually wants to get more involved in content creation.
He's really in the culture, and he's not embarrassed that he loves anime, and he says it all, so I'm sure he loves doing stuff like that. No, you know what I mean? Like, some people do this cartoon.
Yeah.
Have you done it a lot, or are you just more speaking to them as mates? Because you know a lot of footballers.
I suppose I've had some footballers on the podcast. Antoine.
We've had Antoine on.
Who's probably the biggest one.
Does he like doing that?
He don't care,
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Is he himself when he's on, like, doesn't really, not filtered?
Like, zero filter. When he was with me, anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just more like, if he has the time, he'll do it, if I ask him.
I think that's the thing as well.
But some boys don't want to do it.
When we have been to the Palace training grounds, film videos, I can't like you say, after a double training, you text one of them like, can you come hit a free kick?
Yeah.
Must be like, I really can't be asked.
Yeah. They'll probably just tell me, I can't be asked. Yeah. Like, the first podcast I done with Antoine was over, like, it was remote, so over Zoom or StreamYard, and he was like, he was running late because he was on the way to play Arsenal, and it was Friday night, and he was getting he was going through London traffic, so I'd done it at the hotel for me.
That's class that he did that.
Yeah, you still made time.
So then he was like, we finished it because he was like, Lou, I've got to go get a massage.
That's not bad luck, is it?
I was like,
that's decent, that is.
Off, mate, bye.
I love that. Right, Nickson.
Yeah.
You're a regular on DR Sports now.
Trying to be.
Yeah,
trying to be. Let's see.
Really enjoy those. I want to ask you, you work with someone at AFTV lot.
Yeah.
What are they like?
No, they're all sound, to be fair.
Yeah.
So AFTV and DR Sports is like a little bit separate. So I don't actually run into a lot of them all that much. I get a little bit of like when I'm going in, they're coming out. So it's not like all the time seeing them. But like for the most part, whenever I've spoken to them, they've all been sound. They love their club. They love their club. And you talk about this sort of biasness of fans. They'll obviously always have a bit of that. And they're also very aware that obviously a lot of people watching them are Arsenal fans. And so they want to feed into the positivity of the club and less so the negativity. But also a lot of them can be honest as well. Like
especially post-match, I think it's very honest.
It's emotional, isn't it?
Yeah, even when the lineups came out with the game against City, where Marino was playing and Eze wasn't, etc., they were very honest even then. So now that the ones that I've worked with have been very sound, but I understand. The thing is, AFTV gets a lot of stick and can do a lot of stick, but it's because they've been. They've opened up a pathway for like they kind of started this, didn't they? So that it wasn't really a regular thing before AFTV came and done it. So naturally, they're the outstanding sort of channel doing that. They're gonna get a lot of hate.
I'm not sure any football content creators would be where they are if it wasn't for AFTV.
It's
I know they're cringe and I know they're a bit biased.
I wouldn't be talking about DR Sports if it wasn't for AFTV. So shout out everyone there because like the opportunities that it's even given me in recent months has been unbelievable.
Robbie, the GOAT.
Robbie, yeah. Well, I filmed with him for the first time yesterday actually as well.
It's class.
He was
on the game.
So it was like their weekly,
all the Premier League
weekends,
ones,
weekend round off.
I interviewed him at the Euros. There were so many people going up to him.
Yeah.
So willing to talk to everyone.
Mate, after Arsenal versus City, he was outside the Emirates until 11:30 filming.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad.
11:30.
That's mad.
I think the game finished at 6:30 or something.
Yeah, their post-match ones on YouTube get racking views, man.
100%.
They kill me.
Yeah.
And yes, sometimes they're cringe and sometimes it's very biased. But as people,
yes,
I've met Robbie, Cecil, all class.
All class.
Yeah.
All really nice. All really nice. And it's also like if you go and interview 15 people after a game who are emotional, adrenaline, you're going to get some rogue answers.
So that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah,
as content creators,
that's what I mean. I think that's why people like I wouldn't slander the ones after the game ever.
No.
Because they're just giving their raw opinion.
Emotion,
And also equally, like other fan bases, after games, they'll also do the same. They'll give opinions which are rogue and we might not agree with, but it doesn't get the views that the AFTV get. Hence why we don't talk about it. Hence why we're not going, this one's cringe or that's absurd. It's just because it doesn't. We don't see it. Yeah, exactly. So
I think they're probably unreal at dealing with the stick now, aren't they? They get a lot of it. It probably just bounces straight off their back.
Yeah.
Do you get stick?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, actually, I was on a Saturday show, and so we were talking broadly about Chelsea, and I made a point that I think Caicedo, his ceiling is so high that if he stays in the Premier League for a long time or until he retires, he could go down as an all-time Premier League all-time because I think his ceiling is that high.
Yeah.
He had not a great game against Man United, and I also made the point that he's 23 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like he's still young.
Mad. Yeah.
He's still got
so
3-4 years on a Declan Rice, for example. So he's got a lot of time. And then that was clipped up and put on socials. I got so much stick for that. And then even yesterday when I was on that show with Robbie, etc. So Flex is usually the Man United fan on there. Yeah. He was supposed to be giving the Chelsea fan Matisse a lot of stick. But naturally, when I go on there, obviously, I don't have that relationship yet where I can sit there and grill and roast them. Because obviously, we've only done so many shows together, whereas they've been working together for years. So in the comments, they're like, who's this Man United rep? He gave Matisse no heat. So I'm just like, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
comments are ready for you to give me
but it's live stream sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So do you get stick
as I'm
real time?
Yeah.
That's mad.
And as well, there was a super chat that gave me stick, and I was just like,
you got to read it out if they pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, you can't let it affect. If you work in this space, you can't because people always have an opinion.
I show my dad sometimes some of the comments and DMs I get, like the DMs I got after that offside video.
One,
Jesus Christ,
DMs,
fucking die! You're an idiot. Yeah. And my dad was like, this would break me, and I love it. My boy Abel, we've had on the podcast, he was first comment. He said, "You're just ready to beef people, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love it."
Does he get any? Because his videos are quite
he's
positive, funny.
He gets none.
Yeah, I was going to say he shouldn't do.
Well, there used to be a little bit of not like racism. But you can't do that. You're not white. How can you play a white man? Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's silly. Yeah.
Mate, his content's unreal.
It's so good.
He
said to me, just this very much aside. I was Steve McLaren the other day for the Jamaica team. Right? They're all black, so they were the Jamaica team. I'm Steve McLaren because I'm white.
It makes sense.
Usain Bolt liked it.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt saw me do a Jamaican accent, which I'm not sure is allowed, but yeah, it's good.
Yes.
No, I love it. I think the last question we end with.
Yeah.
This like football content creation sphere is huge now.
Yeah, it is.
Where does it go? This is for both of you. Is there any room for it to go anywhere, or does it stay as it is?
I think there's going to be. I think it's just going to the live streaming stuff is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Agreed.
Do you think people will start to like listen more to a live stream whilst watching a game than the commentary?
Yeah, but the younger generation, yeah.
Because sometimes if I'm watching like a game, Everton Wolves, right, I don't really care. I'll put on like pitch side if they're live streaming it to listen to them instead of listening to Martin Tyler, love him, talk about Wolves striker.
See, if it's like the 3 p.m. kickoffs,
yeah,
I would maybe do that. The only thing is for me in terms of in terms of listening to someone watching the game is I want to hear what's going on in the stadium. I want to hear the boos, the crowd, etc., the atmosphere. So you miss that. But in terms of the live, I 100%.
But it might get to
that.
It might get to that where they can play. They might be in the stadium
potentially.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's her Mark Goldbridge? He got the Bundesliga one.
That's massive.
Over
that's massive.
Whoever.
Yeah, mental.
That is massive. Yeah.
Do you think there'll be a lot more? We see it with like ex-footballers a lot more. Do you think there'll be a lot more footballers doing like podcasts and things? Like I see James Madison doing a podcast. You know
I reckon content.
He'd love it.
Maybe not podcast, but James Madison, he just started his YouTube.
It's YouTube. Yeah, it's good. It's good as well.
I reckon I reckon clubs are going to be a lot more on board, and the Premier League of like letting them get these like raw behind the scenes footage.
Do you?
Yeah.
How strict are clubs?
It depends on clubs, but normally they're extremely strict.
Really?
Like, at Palace, that wouldn't like from what I know, I couldn't say for sure, but I don't think you'd be able to go and just film with a GoPro like Ben Foster used to do.
Serious?
Like, during training and.
What about like if I don't know, a Palace player wanted to start their own podcast and talk about football?
No, they'd be able to, yeah.
Yeah, they would. Even if
they have to like send to the club
but
first.
They'd probably have to. First of all, the club would have to like know what you're going to talk about, who you're getting on, and then like it'd have to be proof checked.
Yeah.
So like every episode you'd have to send to them. And it will end up just being probably a fucking Palace podcast.
Yeah, of course it would.
Because I was going to say, like, could they talk about opposition teams and like say if they just had a game against Arsenal, could they
they would have to,
discuss
but
the game?
it'd be like they wouldn't be able to have free license and say like he should like. It would just be like a more stretched out post-match interview.
Right. Yeah, because we haven't really seen that.
Yeah.
No, that'd be. I'd like to see players talking about it. But you have to get everything.
They wouldn't though, because they're so much, especially a Premier League player, they get so much stick after the game. Every little word they say in an hour-long podcast is going to get dissected. Yeah. They do a 10-second interview and it gets dissected.
And this is the thing for me, like when you talk about like players becoming robotic, I feel like, okay, so we can talk about that in a football sense, in terms of systems, etc. But it's also like, and especially English press, right? They like ridicule players so much on every word and everything they do that it's like, yeah, fair enough. If I was a footballer, I wouldn't want to say much either. I'd give you as little as I can, and I'd go home and live in peace and not have to deal with like social media posts and headlines and because I've said one thing that's a bit
I do get it.
rogue. So I get it. Fair enough. I'd do the same.
Anyone in the world, imagine we just took them right and just like started analysing every word they say.
Yeah.
All these, you'd all slip up and say stuff that doesn't look good on camera.
Yeah.
Even if you're like the most decent bloke.
Yeah.
And that's Ruben Amorim's problem a little bit as well. He says a little bit too much sometimes.
He's not filtered at all.
Which gets him in trouble. Yeah, no, that's true. But yeah, in terms of the content creating space, I do think live streams, but also in terms of so like what you just said there, Mark Goldbridge getting the overlap thing. I think content creators are going to get in terms of opportunities within the game. It's going to keep growing. Yeah. Like what you said, that sounds awesome about like, the live stream being at the game. Yeah. Like, could you imagine, like, you set up a couple boxes, set up a room, a few boxes. Yeah. When you get, like you know, like, I mean, obviously this is, like, American, but, like, you see what Kai Cenat does and Speed does. Yeah. Imagine, like, that at a game. That would be unreal. Yeah. That'd be cool. And then you get mics set up in the stadium so they can also hear that. Oh, that's real.
Yeah. I mean, you need to make it happen.
I know, yeah.
You're the guy to bridge a gap.
I know, yeah. Maybe I should
no pressure. Trailblazer.
Yeah, absolutely. Mate, that's the episode done. Nickson,
cheers.
Class. Thank you for coming on. Let's hope content creation keeps building. Otherwise, we ain't got any jobs.
Yes.
There
we go.
Nice one.